The bustling city of Pune, India, a place known for its youthful energy and academic spirit, is a city that thrives on its vibrant culture and dynamic lifestyle. From the historic Shaniwar Wada to the modern IT hubs, Pune is a blend of the old and the new, a city that never seems to sleep. However, beneath this lively exterior, Pune found itself grappling with a chilling tale that sent shockwaves through its core. The city, which once resonated with the laughter of students and the hum of daily life, was now overshadowed by a sense of dread and uncertainty. On July 25, 2024, 20-year-old Yashashri Shinde vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and an inconsolable family. Yashashri, a bright and promising student, was last seen near her college campus, a place she frequented daily. Her sudden disappearance left her friends and family in a state of shock and despair. This is not just a story of a missing person, but a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities that lurk in the shadows, even in the most vibrant of cities. The once familiar streets of Pune now seemed ominous, and the community was gripped by fear. The case highlighted the hidden dangers that can exist in plain sight, and the fragility of the safety we often take for granted. This is a story about the devastating consequences of unchecked obsession, the importance of vigilance, and the desperate need for open communication, especially with those we hold dear. Yashashri's case serves as a poignant reminder that we must always be aware of our surroundings and the people in our lives. It underscores the need for communities to come together to protect one another and to foster an environment where everyone feels safe. This case, with its heart-wrenching details and the tireless pursuit of justice by Yashashri's parents, serves as a grim parable for our times. Their relentless search for their daughter, their unwavering hope, and their determination to find answers have touched the hearts of many. The community's support has been overwhelming, with vigils and rallies held to keep Yashashri's memory alive and to demand justice. It compels us to confront uncomfortable truths about trust, betrayal, and the sinister side of human nature. The investigation revealed shocking details about the people Yashashri trusted and the betrayal she faced. It is a stark reminder that sometimes the greatest threats come from those we least expect. The courtroom trials have been a roller coaster of emotions, with each revelation bringing new pain and sorrow. Through the lens of this tragedy, we are forced to acknowledge the importance of safeguarding our loved ones and fostering a society where young lives are not tragically cut short. The community has come together to discuss safety measures to ensure that such a tragedy never happens again. Memorial services have been held to honor Yashashri and other young lives lost, serving as a somber reminder of the preciousness of life and the need for vigilance. This story is a call to action, urging us to create a safer, more compassionate world for future generations. The day began like any other for Yashashri. A promising student with a bright future ahead of her, she left home for her morning college classes. Little did her parents know that this ordinary Thursday would become a horrifying turning point in their lives. As the hours ticked by, a familiar unease began to creep in. Yashashri always made it a point to keep her parents informed about her whereabouts, a testament to their close bond, but this time, her usual calls and messages were conspicuously absent. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows of worry across their home, Yashashri's parents knew something was terribly wrong. Their daughter was missing. Their attempts to reach her proved futile, each unanswered ring amplifying their fear.
Frantic, Yashashri's parents rushed to the local police station, their hopes clinging to the belief that this was all a terrible misunderstanding. They had spent the entire night calling friends, neighbors, and anyone who might have seen her, but their efforts were in vain. The police station, with its cold, sterile environment, was their last resort. They clung to each other, their faces etched with worry and exhaustion as they approached the front desk. Their daughter was a responsible young woman. She wouldn't simply disappear. Yashashri was always punctual, always in touch. She had a promising future ahead of her, with dreams and aspirations that she was steadily working towards. Her sudden disappearance was completely out of character, and this only heightened their anxiety.
The police, however, seemed less convinced. They had seen many cases like this before, and often the missing person turned up within a day or two. Their nonchalant attitude was a stark contrast to the urgency Yashashri's parents felt. The officers assured them that they would look into it, but their words felt hollow. Initial inquiries were met with disheartening bureaucratic hurdles, deepening the family's despair. Forms needed to be filled out, questions needed to be answered, and the process seemed to drag on endlessly. Each delay felt like a blow to their already fragile hope. The system, designed to help, felt more like an obstacle. Every passing moment felt like an eternity. The ticking of the clock was a constant reminder of the time slipping away, time that could be crucial in finding Yashashri. Each second that passed without news was a second too long. The agonizing wait for news, any news, was almost unbearable. They sat in the waiting room, surrounded by others who were also waiting for something. Anything. The air was thick with tension and unspoken fears. Every time the phone rang or a door opened, their hearts would leap, only to be crushed again when it wasn't the news they were hoping for. Yashashri's parents found themselves caught in a whirlwind of emotions, fear, confusion, and a sliver of hope, battling against the crushing weight of their daughter's absence. They clung to each other for support, their tears mingling as they tried to stay strong. The missing person poster they had hastily put together was a painful reminder of their reality. They couldn't give up hope, but the fear of the unknown was overwhelming.
Their daughter was a responsible young woman. She wouldn't simply disappear. She had always been careful, always aware of her surroundings. This wasn't like her at all. They replayed their last conversations with her over and over in their minds, searching for any clue, any hint that something was wrong. Initial inquiries were met with disheartening